a fully dimensional, big size poinsettia. Like, how glorious is this? And Anna, my gosh, down to the centerpieces, down to the stamen, even down to the little leaves on the edge. Let me show you what you get. You get enough, you get all the dies to do all of this. So now think of what you can do. And Anna, you did this one really big. You didn't mess around on this.
Yeah, this is, we call it the botanical dies for a reason. I wanted to be able to have a set that was going to be worth doing home decor projects. And so many of you that have followed us for all the years, you know, you have seen this before. I brought it back after many people requested it because of its size. I was just noticing that this card showing that you were showing, it is 8 inches. So this is an 8 on the diameter right there, or on the diagonal was 8 inches. And it's created in such a way that you lay the largest piece down at the bottom, and then you layer with the 2 pieces on top. And yes, you're right, it has the little berries. And then we have holly and spruce, all included. So when you're putting this together, one of the things that I would say do is think about the textures of paper that you're working with.
Yeah.
Use matte colors, solid colors, use vellum, use patterned paper, and then combine. This is my favorite new technique, is combining 4-color stickers with the die cuts, the solid die cuts. It gives you so much dimension. And so with this, you know, I was telling you earlier, Suzanne, it was like, this is the ultimate of embellishments for the holidays. So if you love to scrapbook, you see, again, it's the full face of a 5x7 card. But if you wanted to create, you know, a special gift packaging for, you know, maybe you're the person that gives away the cookies at the holidays, or even if you wanted to take and create the top of a gift, and this one's just been, you know, done with a lot of ink and things to make it a little different. But you see how, like, the it is, and how life it is.
Can you imagine,
so
Anna,
you can decorate with this.
The thing about, imagine doing a whole wreath. See, these are so big, you could literally do home decor. Can you imagine doing garland for your fireplace, or doing, you know how we usually use, like, you know, faux, you know, trims along the fireplace or on a shelf. Imagine taking these and placing them inside that and making a whole centerpiece or a runner for your table. I mean, my brain's just going crazy now, because that dimension gives us so much more ability in terms of home decor uses.
It does, and even on the face of a card. So I like covering the real estate. So we started here with a background on one of the cards from Christmas celebrations, and then we added a shadow layer, and then the beautiful spruce and berries underneath. So this is layer 1 of the poinsettia, and we've done it out of one of the Christmas cardstocks. And so then if you take the second layer, right, and then turn it, rotate it, and connect the center, and then we've given this a little dimension by burnishing the insides of the petals. And then the same thing happens again, turn it so that it shows up. So then you've got everything about that becomes exactly, you know, a lifelike kind of experience. So I don't even know where to put the tag, right? Okay, there we go, Christmas hello. And then we've got this gorgeous thing. So if red's not your thing, I think this is really fun. I love white, winter white, and white on white. So you can really start to shade the poinsettia just by the use of the papers. You can use, again, those metallics. This is a silver and a white metallic, so that it just gives us, you know, 2 very different flowers. I don't know if you can see that. It's pretty subtle, but you get the idea here, where this becomes almost like a corsage that you could wear. It could be the napkin ring. It could embellish a place card. It could be, you know, you're right about the wreath, because it's big enough to add. Even if you added it to a pre-made wreath, this is big enough to show up and become, you know, something that's really important, and something that you can say you made, so not just for cards.
Well, you know, it'd be also gorgeous if you just want to place them in your tree. Can you imagine making them and then putting them all in your tree? Maybe you do a pink and silver tree every year. How amazing would that be to have these placed? Because again, again, the dimension gives you that next level of decor. You know, when they're really small, it takes a lot of them, but when you get this really big size, in fact, I'll show you my hand in front of it, or in my hand, I guess. But I mean, it's basically, the whole thing is from like my wrist down. I mean, you can see those are really, really substantial. And then also think about what you can do with all the accessories. I mean, think about, again, using this in all different projects. Even if you didn't use the poinsettia every time, these leaves could build a beautiful card, or a beautiful holiday scrapbook page would be gorgeous. And again, if someone's getting married during the holidays, this would be beautiful for scrapbooking photos, especially if they use a poinsettia as their wedding flower too. All right, guys, let me give you an update on this. Jared, how many have we sold at this point? Okay, guys, so we've sold several hundred so far. I have about 1,500 left for the rest of the entire day. Just FYI, it's about a minute to go. Please also stay on the line for the brand. These are all brand new kits, but stay on the line for our little snow people and the poinsettia dimensional sticker kit. It's 80 a piece in both of these, and you're gonna get them in their little box. These are available for the first time today as well. We might try to pop the item number up with it one more time, because I know we're really starting to get limited here. But again, with this poinsettia, I hope you really can think of a lot of fun and, quite frankly, creative things to do. Anna, can I ask you a question? Could I run felt through this and make poinsettias out of felt using these dies? Would that work?
What a great idea. Yes, our dies are a 1 millimeter powder coated steel, which means they're stronger than most dies on the market. And they're thicker. So yes, you can use, and they're simple. These are particularly simple. So you'll be able to cut through things a lot faster, especially if you're using the Empress machine. So I'm making a cluster, right, of 2 different clusters, of one spruce and one with the holly, so that I'm gonna give myself a background for the poinsettia. And so one more layer, and one more layer at the end, and a pretty little Christmas sentiment. And I have a beautiful card worthy of sending. This card's even from, you know, those are the pieces from Christmas celebrations. So it's up to you how you want to color these and get this beautiful three-dimensional effect.
All right, girlie, one more time, just because we were super, super busy for this one. You can create cards for really beautiful